Good day, everyone. So, this is the recorded lesson or recorded explanation of your Module 1 in the subject Foundation of Spatial and Inclusive Education. So, now let us define the word diversity. Now, class, what comes into your mind when we talk about diversity? Or nung binasa niyo po itong PowerPoint na binigay ko sa inyo, is that ano po yung pumasok sa isip niyo nung nabasa niyo yung word na diversity? Ano po yung pagkakaintindi niyo? Okay, so it says here that diversity is the state or quality of being different or varied. And it also says here that diversity is from the Latin word divertir, which means to turn away, separate, or oppose. Okay, class, tandaan nyo that when we talk about diversity is that ito po yung pagkakaiba-iba natin. Okay, so hindi po lahat ng tao is magkapare-pareho. Magkakamukha ba lahat ng tao? Hindi, di ba? Magkakakulay ba lahat ng tao? Hindi rin po, di ba? So, do we have the same beliefs? Do we have the same languages? Hindi po. Okay, so yun po ay isang example po ng diversity, yung pagkakaiba-iba po natin. But being diverse, or when you talk about diversity class, is that it is not just all about the physical appearance of a person, but it also talks about the differences of the people. Gaya nga po lang sabi ko kanina is that diversity is not just all about the physical appearance of a person, but it also talks about the race and ethnicity. For example, sa inyong mga Kalinga or sa aming mga Ilocano, hindi po ba that there are part dyan sa Kalinga na kung saan mapuputi yung mga taong yon. And there are also part there in Kalinga na kung saan morena at moreno yung mga taong yon. And that is an example of diversity. The next one naman po is si gender. So what are the two gender that we have? It is male and female. Yun lang po yung binigay ni God. But then, now is that pumapasok na po si sexual orientation, which is widely accepted na po to. Okay, so si sexual orientation po is that pumapasok po si gay and lesbian. Or meron po yung mga lalaki sila pero pusong babae, and meron po yung mga babae pero pusong lalaki. Or meron po yung mga tao na nagkakagusto sa kapwa lalaki or kapwa babae. The next one naman po is si language. I-example ko po yung language namin dito sa Amulong or dito po sa municipality namin. Wherein we belong in one municipality but then we are using three languages which is Ilocano, Itawes, and Ibanag. So sa kabilang barangay is gumagamit sila ng Ibanag, sa kabilang barangay naman is gumagamit sila ng Itawes, but then majority sa amin dito is gumagamit po kami ng Ilocano. So we belong in the same municipality, but then we have different languages. Next one is si culture. Okay, so dito naman po si culture. Sa inyong mga kalinga, i-example pa natin ang Palanos. Wherein Palanos po sa inyo is a traditional wedding. Wherein after that is pwede nang magsama yung, yung pinalanusan. But then sa amin dito sa sa Cagayan is that ang meron lang po sa amin is pamamanhikan or dandanon nga kunada. Wherein pag-uusapan po doon yung regarding sa kasal ninyo. Next is si religion. So dito naman po sa religion, hindi po ba that hindi porket ikalinga kayong lahat or hindi porket you belong in the same indigenous group is that pare-pareho kayo ng religion. Hindi po ba? Hindi po lahat ng tao ay pare-pareho ng religion. So we have different religions. Nakadepende po yan sa isang tao kung ano po yung paniniwala niya. Next one naman po, and mental and physical ability. So dito naman po is that hindi lahat ng tao ay may pare-parehong mental and physical ability. Kaya nga po pumapasok po dito si individual differences or as a teacher is that inside the class, dapat magbigay ka ng in individual, I mean the differentiated activities para po makater po yung needs sa mga estudyante mo. Next is si class and immigration status. Dito naman po is that hindi po ba that meron po yung mga ibang lahi na kung saan nagmamigrate sila dito sa Pilipinas or nakakapangasawa po sila ng mga Pilipino. And ang result po nun is that nahaluan po ng lahi yung mga anak nila. Okay, so that is all about diversity class. Again, when we talk about diversity, ito po yung pagkakaiba natin or it talks about recognizing and valuing the unique qualities that make each person different. And dapat, kahit anuman po yung pagkakaiba natin, you need to respect that one. So the next one naman po is inclusion. So it says here that it is all about giving equal access and opportunities. So class, when you talk about inclusion, is that you are giving an equal treatment. So as a person is that wag mo dapat ibabase yung treatment mo sa isang tao base sa estado na meron sila. Baka kasi or meron kasi yung mga tao na kung saan kapag mayaman yung isang tao, ine-entertain nila. And kapag mahirap naman yung isang tao is that hinahayaan lang nila. Okay, so do not be that kind of person, no. And as a future educators is that you need to give an equal treatment sa mga estudyante nyo. Okay, so kahit man or kahit slow learners sila is that you need to find a way para po makater din po yung needs ng isang estudyante. By what? By giving differentiated activities para alam mo or malaman mo yung strength and weaknesses ng mga estudyante mo at alam mo as a teacher kung saan ka po mag-a-adjust. Okay, so that is all about inclusion. Again, when we talk about inclusion, you are giving an equal treatment at iwasan mo dapat ang discrimination. So I have here quotations from Verna Mears, wherein it says here that diversity is being invited in the party and inclusion is being asked to dance. Okay, so gaya po lang sabi ko kanina that when we talk about diversity is that pagkakaiba natin. So kahit regardless of your physical appearance, sa religion mo, sa race mo, is that invited ka pa rin sa party. Lahat ay welcome. And when we talk about inclusion naman po, is that you are being appreciated. So regardless man kung ano yung meron ka, is that included ka pa rin. So walang mataas, walang mababa po sa inclusion. Okay, so for your activity here is that you need to create a poster that demonstrates the impact and the importance of acknowledging and respecting and tolerating activities. So you will test this activity on Saturday since nag-adjust naman po ako ng pag-send sa inyo ng recorded lesson. Okay, now let us proceed into our next lesson, which is all about the Lawrence Diversity Wheel. So what is all about this one? The Lawrence Diversity Wheel was developed by Marilyn Loden and Jody Rosner in 1990, and their goal was to capacitate people to make their voices heard by pointing out to their diversity and its impact on their person. So the aim of this Lawrence Diversity Wheel is to empower individuals to express themselves by highlighting their diverse backgrounds and how it influences their identity, their rights, and freedom. So the Lawrence Diversity Wheel is used, or it is a tool used to recognize and value the diversity in people's lives. So I have here the Lawrence Diversity Wheel. As you can see, there is the inner circle, which is the blue one, and the outer circle, which has, or the outer circle is the one that has a lot of colors. Okay, so what is all about this inner circle? So this represents the primary and core dimensions, which are most influential aspects of our identity. These core dimensions are either innate or shaped by significant life experiences and interactions with others. So this inner circle is strongly define who we are, including our values, our self-concept, perceptions, and how we view others. So this inner circle relatively stable throughout our lives and less likely to change. Or this inner circle defines us as a person. Okay, how about outer circle? So what is all about this one? So this is also part of our identity, but it can change over time due to our life experiences.
These characteristics are influenced by the people we meet, the places we live or visit, and even the experiences we undergo. Unlike the core dimensions, these aspects of our identity are more flexible and can evolve as we navigate life. Okay, so what is the difference of these two? Again, the inner circle is our true self. The one that defines us. Ito po yung meron na nung pagkapanganak pa lang natin, nandito na po sa atin. Unlike po sa outer circle, na kung saan ito po ay napapalitan or na-adapt lang po natin ito base sa environment na meron po tayo. Okay, so I have here two columns on how to use Lowland's diversity wheel. So the primary columns represents the inner circle, and the secondary column is the outer circle. So as you can see, sa primary circle is my age, gender, race, and spiritual belief. And yung age po is nandyan na, pero napapalitan lang po yung numero. Okay? Unlike po sa secondary or the outer circle wherein the work experience can change anytime. The first language and even the education kahit anong oras is pwede mo siyang palitan. Okay? So those are only the difference. Again, the inner circle is our true self and the outer circle is the one or it can change based or it depends on the environment we live in. Okay, now let us proceed into the four principles for managing behavior in the global context by Lod.
So the first one is respect. And it says here that treating other the way they wish to be treated. So there is a golden rule or there is a known quotation na kung saan alam natin lahat to that do not do unto others what you don't want others do unto you. Na kung saan you need to be gentle to other people kung ayaw mo rin pong mangyari yung bagay na yon sa'yo. So, but then nowadays is that respect depends on the situation you are in. So, there are people kasi na kung saan sinasagad po nila yung respeto na binibigay mo sa kanila. Wherein, ang alam nila is that kayang-kaya kanila. So, as a person is that you give respect to those people na deserve din yung respect na yon. But then, as much as possible is that give respect at all times because that respect reflects to you as a person. Pero, kung hindi ka naman nare-respeto, then why you should respect that person. Gaya nga po ng sabi ko kanina, that giving respect depends on the situation or depends on the people you are giving in.
Okay, next one is inclusion. It is making certain everyone on the team is really a part of the team's decision making. Okay, so in a classroom setting, inclusion is very important po. Do not discriminate your students. Hindi mo po pwedeng sabihin na sa kanila na dito yung mga magagaling at dito yung hindi magagaling. As a future educator, always give varied activities into your class that will cater their needs. Hindi po yung activity na ibibigay mo lang sa mga magagaling or applicable lang sa mga magagaling. How about those slow learners? Kawawa naman po sila kapag ganan. Again, always give varied activities to your class. Always make sure that your lesson will cater the needs of your students. Okay? The next one is cooperation. So it is actively helping others succeed rather than competing or attempting one up someone. Okay, so in your classroom, teach your students to cooperate to one another and avoid the competition inside the class. Always make sure that they actively participate in your activities. You know what? Cooperation in a diverse school setting involves students working together to support each other's success rather than engaging in competition or trying to outdo one another. Okay, so let them share their ideas. For example, another example is that when there is a recitation, let your students share their ideas. Okay, so let your students express themselves. Hindi mo po pwedeng sabihin or wag mo sasabihin na umupo ka nga, wala kang alam. Okay, so dinisrespect mo na nga yung estudyante, hindi mo pa siya in-include and nawalan pa siya ng gana na makipag-cooperate kapag ganun po yung scenario or approach mo sa kanila. Again, as a future educator, encourage your students to participate in every class discussion or in any class activities. And the last one is the responsibility. It is all about managing behavior to maintain a diversity, positive environment, and questioning inappropriate behavior when it occurs. So taking responsibility in a school setting means actively promoting a diverse and inclusive atmosphere where all students feel respected, valued, and safe. Okay, so it involves being accountable for one's own actions. Again, it is your responsibility to correct your students inside the classroom. Okay, again, inside the classroom, because you will act as a second parent in a school, and do not ever tolerate them in their wrongdoings. And those are only the 4 principles of managing behavior. Now let's proceed into the ability and disability as a dimension of diversity. Okay, so ability is the possession of the qualities required to do something, necessary skill or competence or power. Okay, so when we talk about ability class, it involves having the capacity or aptitude necessary to excel in a given area or task. Okay, so when we talk about ability, may kakayahan yung isang tao na gawin ang isang bagay. And when we talk about disability, according to World Health Organization, it is the umbrella term for the impairments, activity limitations, and participation restrictions referring to the negative aspects of interaction between an individual. But then, yung disability nila is hindi po yun hadlang para hindi nila kayang gawin ang isang bagay. Yes, meron pong restrictions, pero kaya pa rin po nilang gawin. Kaso, limited nga lang po yung galaw nila. Okay, so sana po matanggal yung notion na hindi niya kayang gawin yan kasi bulag siya. Hindi niya kayang gawin yan kasi bingi siya. Hindi po pwedeng ganon. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na hindi niya kayang gawin yan kasi wala siyang kamay. Okay, so every person has their own strengths and weaknesses, and wag mong i-judge kaagad ang isang tao. Baka minsan pa nga, mas magaling yung taong may disability kesa sa yung normal. Okay, so now let us move into the dilemma of diversity. So I have here a scenario wherein in this age of fast-paced development where diversity plays a unique role, there are still challenges that confront a lot of people who have been identified as different. Issues around race, gender, age, and intellect still abound in spite of characters, laws, and policies that uphold diversity. Okay, until now is ito pa rin po ang problema natin. Okay, so there are some people na dinidiscriminate nila yung mga taong may disability without knowing that these people can also do something. That these people can also do yung mga work na na ginagawa ng mga normal na tao. Okay? So, minsan kasi is yung notion nila, hindi nila kayang gawin yan kasi may kulang sa kanila. But then, in the government, the acknowledgement that diversity is an integral component of community equates to laws and policies being passed to look out for the welfare of the people of diverse cultures and backgrounds. So, the government po is nagbibigay sila ng free education sa mga taong may disability, and binibigyan rin po ng work yung mga taong may disability. Okay, so that ends our lesson in Module 1.